Hey everyone, let's talk for a minute about the differences in information security and information technology support. First things first, it's important to understand that just because you have an IT support team, it does not mean that you have comprehensive information security protection. Your IT team's primary function is to maintain, troubleshoot, and fix your technology so that your nonprofit can operate effectively. Now, don't get me wrong. Most managed IT services providers aren't going to leave you out to dry when it comes to cybersecurity. They'll include some minor security services such as endpoint protection, basic backups, maybe even an email filtering system. But that doesn't mean that those partners are security experts or that those services are enough to fully protect your organization. We know the lines get blurred between IT and cybersecurity, but it's important to understand that they are very different. Our engineering and security manager put it this way, and I love it. While a dentist and a podiatrist are both doctors who went to medical school, you wouldn't expect your podiatrist to perform a root canal. In the same way, tech people and cybersecurity experts both work with computers, but in very different ways. The key to a successful information security program is awareness, knowledge, and dedication to all facets of information security. I'm sure you've heard plenty about cybersecurity. The entire month of October is dedicated to cybersecurity awareness, but information security goes well beyond just cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is about the digital protection of assets and information, and it is certainly an important part of information security, but so are operational security, security operations, physical security, and GRC, or governance, risk, and compliance. So what do all of these things mean? Well, physical security is just that. Your information isn't always just accessible digitally. There are physical elements to it and to protecting it. For example, locking a file cabinet, using a screen protector to prevent people from reading information over your shoulder, or video surveillance systems to monitor unauthorized physical access. Operational security and security operations sound the same, but they are different. Operational security is driven by your organizational policies. It's basically the method by which any organization documents its stance on information, security, and all the various related items, and the consequences for violating those policies. There are generally incentives not to break the rules, like promotions, raises, and bonuses, but there are also punishments for breaking the rules, like written warnings, demotions, being fired, or even being sued or prosecuted. Security operations is the intersection of information technology and information security. It's the confidentiality, availability, and integrity of the organization's valuable information. As far as governance, risk, and compliance, or GRC, you may think that it doesn't apply to you, but on some level it probably does. It's an extremely complex topic, but what it really means in this context is that an organization needs to properly oversee and maintain its security program, considering risk to the organization, incorporating it all into their operational security, and perhaps most importantly, that they're actually complying with the policies and any laws that they have to abide by, implementing controls to ensure compliance. Information security can be confusing, but simply put, it's very challenging to secure information and be compliant. And that means there are a lot of very specific ways to do it. Depending on what the information is, where it lives, and how your nonprofit wants to deal with it, there are thousands of platforms, tools, and concepts that exist to help. But those solutions need to be understood, sourced, implemented, and managed by someone, which can be really complex. It's a lot to take in, and when you add in licensing, warranties, policies, and more, it can be a bit confusing and maybe even overwhelming. As the marketing guy at Connect Cause who has more of a background in nonprofits than cybersecurity, believe me, I understand. Thankfully, Connect Cause has a team dedicated to understanding this stuff. At Connect Cause, we're proud to offer a division of our company that is dedicated to information security. We employ information security experts who can help our customers navigate these complexities. In other words, we'll do all of the heavy lifting for you. Our engineering and security manager, Aaron Cervasio, wrote a blog about it for our website, so make sure you check that out. If you still have questions or Maybe you aren't sure if your organization is completely protected. Reach out to us and let our experts do a no-cost cybersecurity consultation. We'll help you recognize where your nonprofit might be vulnerable and will offer some solutions to fix any gaps that exist.